Nima is saying that let's make it more energizing. I will give you the background of this video which I'll be playing for here. And when we recently, we arranged a workshop on digital storytelling to combat violence against women in Pakistan. So we invited some participants, and the young girls, they came, and they were, they were having zero information about digital storytelling. And in that workshop, by the end of that workshop, that young lady, she developed the story, which I'm going to play right now. So this is just to, give you the idea how today, when you will be leaving this hall, how you can generate your story. So let's go for it.
If I look at the last 3 years of my life,
Sure.
if I look at the last 3 years of my life, they are filled with highs and lows, but mostly highs, I would say. From a girl with low self-esteem and damaged confidence, I morphed into a voice for the rights of women, religious minorities, and youth in Pakistan. I passionately devoted my time and energy for these causes. Coming from a legal background, I focused on legal advocacy for these groups and worked vociferously on nationwide implementation of pro-women laws, took pro bono cases, lobbied with government departments, and facilitated sessions for different organizations. Why do I start my story with my professional achievements? I consider my professional life to be a facade that I have meticulously constructed to hide my damaged self. People ask me who I am. I know that I am a lawyer, a lecturer, and a human rights activist. Other than that, I have no identity. So who am I? I am Khadija Ali, period. I may be a daughter, a sister, or at some point a wife, but I am no one's honor. There is no violence greater than silence. Who I am today is a product of years of silence, years of screaming but not being heard, and years of being taught every day to respect and obey my elder siblings, cousins, and family members no matter what. Blind obedience. I wish to ask my parents, have you ever wondered how many people abuse their position of being older than me? Have you ever wondered why I spend hours and hours of my time being the voice of other women? Why? Because I was never heard. Because I have been trapped in this vicious cycle of silence, not being able to tell my story. So who am I in my personal life? I feel like I am a ragged doll bleeding and dying a slow death. Claustrophobia is what I feel. I have rebelled to be heard, to be part of the decision-making process in my home, to have enough freedom to actually live my life before I die. But even 24 years into this world, I am fighting this losing battle with my family. My passion and commitment is so forceful that I have been able to move mountains for the principles I believe in. My work has been my worship. Sadly, I only wish and hope for my home to be my place of solace too.
So this was the short story by the one of our participant of the recently conducted workshop on digital storytelling. Uh, Actually, why these digital storytellings are introduced in social media? There are many stories. There are hundreds of stories inside our hearts which we cannot speak out. There are many issues, many incidents which take place in our lives which we cannot tell the people. But do we need to keep them buried inside our hearts, or do we need to, let the world know that what is happening here? So digital storytelling created, and the digital storytelling actually opened the new doors to tell the audience, to tell the people what is happening around here and how we can change the society through creating awareness or through creating the case studies which we used to have only on the papers in black and white. But now this is the most easiest way of creating your stories, your case studies, your ideas and your personal stories through this. But this is not the only end of the digital story. Even if you want to dedicate some lines, some ideas to someone, you can actually create a digital story. So today we'll be having a detailed session on digital storytelling. Again, going for that digital storytelling, I would love to give you few tipping points about the digital story. Actually, in digital story, you have to tell the audience that what are the hard experiences which you faced, and you have to bring your emotions out of your heart. You have to create dramatic questions. In 3 to 4 minutes, you have to show the audience what happened, what is happening, and what to do in future. So this is the digital storytelling process, and I hope if we could get enough time today, and I think we are having enough time. In regular workshops, it takes actually 2 days to get done with the digital stories. But since we are having less time today and the only 4 hours, and in those 4 hours, I just want to I'm expecting that everybody sitting inside this room should be having its own story developed by the end of the day today. And I hope we'll be needing the laptops, and if everybody has brought their laptop as well, and it will create the process more easier. Now I will just hand over the session to Nima, who will tell the importance of digital storytelling, and then the 7 key elements of the digital story. So, Nima. Yeah, I mean,